Hello, I'm severe weather expert Xavier Morgan-Gillard. About 36 years ago, the blizzard of 1978 buried New England, New Jersey, and New York. In case you didn't know, a blizzard is a snowstorm with heavy winds at least 35 miles per hour and temperatures of 10 degrees or colder. A ground blizzard is a condition where there is no snow actually falling, but instead the wind picks up snow and blows it around. A nor'easter, like the blizzard of 78, is a storm coming from the northeast. It evaporates ocean water and then precipitates as snow. Now let's take a look at what the blizzard of 78 was like. As you can see, there are a lot of cars blocked by all the snow on the roads and highways. We found some people trapped outside, as you can see here and here. These are some pictures sent in by eyewitnesses. The police are out in full force during the storm, as you can see here. These are some more pictures sent in to us. Animals were being rescued from abandoned cars, as you can see here. Local officials were contacting the governor here, asking for more help to be sent out. There is an accident on Route 128. These people finally were able to get out of their cars and head home. So, as you can see, the blizzard of 78 wasn't just a snowstorm, it was an extreme blizzard. Now let's take a look at a weather report from the actual blizzard of 78. Let's go out to Bob Lobel, who is actually outside witnessing this snowstorm.
I'm meteorologist Bob Lobel reporting live from Newton, Massachusetts. Boston is being hit by one of the worst nor'easters right now. This is one of the many cars that's stranded here in Boston. These are a couple more cars that are stranded on the highways. Experts like us didn't know there was going to be this much snow. We just thought it was going to be a normal snowstorm. Schools and businesses are closed all over the region. Nobody can get in or out of their cars due to the storm. Governor Dukakis has declared a state emergency and closed Route 128. People are trapped all around the highway. Cars are getting buried in the snow. People are abandoning their cars on the highway and walking on foot looking for shelter. This is a very dangerous situation. If you can, stay inside. Yeah, we should stay inside. There are 11,000 spectators trapped inside the Boston Garden. We have reports on 86-mile-an-hour wind speeds. Even the snowplows are being stranded. I'm getting reports that on I-93 north of Boston, trucks are blocking traffic on both directions, with a similar event occurring on Route 128 near Route 138 in Canton. Basically, everything is shut down. Reporting live from Newton, I'm meteorologist Bob Lobel. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, he was in some rough conditions there. Also, we caught up with eyewitness Erin, who was a child at the time of the blizzard. Let's see what she remembers. Hi, Erin.
Hi.
So what do you remember happening during the blizzard?
I don't remember much about the forecasted blizzard of 78, but I do remember that it felt like it snowed for days, and that the snow was so heavy it seemed like it dumped from the sky, and then it accumulated so quickly. And then definitely the wind was fierce. So the snowdrifts became so high, they were taller than a lot of adults like my parents, and so for me the snow was so deep it went up to my chest. So it was about 3 feet high. So all that, it was tons of snow.
Wow. How long were you out of school?
We were probably out of school that week, 5 days, because the storm was that Sunday, February 6th, through the next day, Monday. So that whole week we were not back to school.
Did you lose power?
Definitely, yeah.
For how long?
I think it was probably 2 or 3 days. So while it was still, the snow and the wind were still there, we couldn't get power back on.
So what did you use for light and heat?
We used candles and flashlights for light, and then we must have lit a fire in our 2 fireplaces for heat. We definitely wore all our wool clothes, and then our refrigerator was, of course, off, so we stored all our food out in the snowbanks.
So what was your entertainment?
We played a lot of board games, probably Scrabble, Monopoly, and Life, and we also played cards. And then we also went outside a lot, and I remember we made an igloo in the snowbanks at the end of the driveway because there was so much snow. And then the kids in our neighborhood came and checked it out and went inside, and we hung out in there. And we went sledding in the neighborhood, and probably we shoveled off this big pond behind our house, and that's where we used to ice skate.
That sounds cool. Were you able to get out of your house?
Well, we couldn't get out the front door or the back door because the snowdrifts were too high. So we went downstairs, and then we could get out through the garage door because you didn't have to push that against the snow. So we nearly broke our backs trying to shovel this massive amount of snow, and all you could shovel was just a path. You couldn't shovel the whole driveway, just like a path wide enough to walk.
Wow. How did you get around?
We walked around in our boots in the streets because there were no cars going anywhere, and we probably walked to the grocery store, and parents pulled the kids around on the sleds. We cross-country skied, and I remember my friends were telling me that they remember walking around the middle of the streets too, just all around town. There were no cars, so we were just all in the streets.
Even though it was a blizzard, that sounds fun.
Yeah, for our kids it was really fun.
Yeah, so when did you get to drive again?
Cars were probably able to go out maybe that next Sunday or Monday, about a week afterward. And I also remember that's when the commuter trains went back, because my dad took the train to work. So cars and trains about that next Monday, so a whole week.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks to Erin Mountain for sharing with us what she remembers about the blizzard. That wraps up our look back at the blizzard of '78. I'm severe weather expert Xavier Morgan-Gillard. Thanks for watching.